Good morning, everybody. Good morning, grandmas. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that is a mom, a grandma, a pet mom, a human mom. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. We had a wonderful Mother's Day, spent it with friends and family, and it was just a big love joy fest. Today is Money Monday. We're going to talk about something that I wish I knew about in my late teens, in my early 20s, and that is an IRA, an IRA. Individual retirement account. And this is something very specific to the US. Not exactly sure if the UK or if the Australian governments have an equivalent. Don't really know, I'm sorry. If you could Google Australian version of an IRA or United Kingdom version of an IRA, maybe there's an equivalency and that might help you. This is a very, very important thing for probably a lot of my viewers. So I would like to start the conversation, maybe open your eyes, and definitely encourage you to think about, if not, go and open an IRA today. This is going to be a short video because I'm not going into the nitty-gritty. There's a ton of information about the IRAs. The main takeaway for this entire video, it's not going to be very long, but the main takeaway is you need to start it earlier the better, and you need to consistently contribute to it every year. So we're going to talk about two different types of IRAs for this video, the traditional IRA and the Roth IRA. Everybody that pretty much watches my videos is going to want to start a Roth IRA. You can contribute to either of these. The 1 year max for either of these is $6,000 that you can contribute to the account. So that's the same. The main difference between the two is the tax classification. So this $6,000 in a traditional IRA, you're going to write it off as a deduction. It's basically going to be a tax deduction the year that you contribute it. So you're not taxed when you put it in the account, you're taxed when you pull it out. With the Roth IRA, you're taxed in the beginning on that 6K. It can grow with no tax. And then you can pull it out also with no tax. The way that it grows is a whole different video. The way that you pull it out is a bunch of rules and laws. So you're pretty much going to be pulling it out when you're 59 and a half or older. And then there's withdrawal limits and rules about that. But you pull it out and you don't have to pay taxes on the growth. That 6K that you contributed every year for like 40 years could turn into $1 million. And while it's growing, you don't have to pay taxes on the difference between the contribution and the growth. And then you pull it out and you basically become a millionaire because it grew tax-free. You don't have to pay any taxes on that. The traditional IRA is something you still want to do if you make a bunch of money. We're talking in like the $100,000 to $200,000 range, and you're not eligible for the Roth IRA. To do the Roth IRA, you have to make less than $137K a year if you're single, or you have to make less than $203K if you're married. And you do get to contribute $6,000 in each person's account. So if you're married and you make less than 203, you can actually contribute a max of $12,000 to two separate Roth IRAs. If you're single making less than 137K, you can contribute up to $6,000 for your Roth IRA. And then you will invest it. It will grow tax-free. I've been contributing to an IRA for the past 5 years, I believe, and I wish I would have known about this way before, and I would have started contributing. You can create a Roth IRA for free. Fidelity, Wealthfront, Vanguard. Maybe your bank will let you open one up for free, but you have to go look and ask and make sure that there's no fees, and at least open up a Roth IRA, put some money in it. This account is limited on contributions yearly, so you ideally want to max it out every year. But contributing something is way better than nothing. It is not a get-rich-quick Bitcoin scheme, penny stock scheme. This is going to be like long-term, real long-term patient wealth that you're growing and saving. It is indeed a hack, a life hack. Upper middle class or the middle class that's making less than $137,000 a year. Protect a nice portion of your wealth as it grows from taxes. So I have this nice Roth IRA calculator. We're gonna do an annual contribution of only $2,000, but you're starting when you're 19 years old, you're retiring when you're 65. We'll say you'll get an 8% average return on investment, which isn't that difficult to do, and you started with a balance of 0. Over that time, we only contributed $92,000, but our account is worth $903,000. It is very parabolic. You're contributing, it's going up slightly, and it skyrockets, all from growth, interest, and this is money over time. But the thing is, you have to be consistent. You have to be contributing. And that's only $2,000 a year since the age of 19. I do encourage you to read the Investopedia wiki on Roth and traditional IRAs. It might seem confusing. Catch some more YouTube videos, read about it, but I just wanted to encourage, especially the younger viewers or the viewers in their 20s and 30s, to still go and open up a Roth IRA. It is extremely important for long-term wealth growth, for a savings vehicle to do this. It shields your money from taxes. So it's way better to do a Roth IRA than it is to do just normal stock buying or normal savings. Like, this is, once you have your emergency fund made, like, this should be one of your primary goals of where your money goes, is into a Roth IRA. If you have a real job, you still need to open this up because this is eligible for everybody. Everybody can have one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about it, put them in the comments section. I'll try my best to answer them. I am not a financial advisor by any means, but I do know that this is an amazing thing that the US government does for us, and we need to take advantage of it. The earlier you get started, the better. Even kids in their teens can open up a Roth IRA. If you haven't earned income, if you have a W-2, a 1099, you can contribute to a Roth IRA. If you haven't earned income, if you're 17, 15 years old, whatever, you could open up one of these too. And the earlier you get in and start getting that money saved and invested, growing tax-free, the higher up it's gonna be by the time you're able to pull it out at 59 and a half. You're gonna be taken care of by your money rather than relying on the government, rather than relying on family, friends, whatever. You'll have your own retirement savings. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks everybody for your time and for watching. If you haven't already, please give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you in the next video. This is by no means comprehensive. It's just an encouragement to go, it's an introduction to go and get a Roth IRA. That is the big takeaway. Go to your bank. Go to Fidelity.com. Open one for free and start contributing. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.